Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode on the Hermitcraft Modsauce MineFanatics server. It's kind of a long intro there. So today we are going to work on Botania. Now, I don't know if I brought that up in the last episode. I think I did. But we have been working. I did a little bit of a stream earlier, kind of bringing it up. And now that we're back here at the house, let's see here. We are just, now I see at this Wand of the Forest, this kind of allows me to see what's going on here. I don't know, I know this is accepting mana, I think. Okay. Maybe now it's actually accepting. I don't know, it takes a long time to actually accept this mana, I think. I'm not really sure. It looks like it's taking its time, but the cool thing is, we actually recently got a piece of this stuff that we needed, and I'm going to show that to you now. Now, I'll kind of really quickly kind of bring you back to how we did everything that we already have done, because I think that is important, at least on some level. So, let's see here. Let me get rid of a couple of things. I went on a little trip earlier and found some things that I just like, you know, looking around and trying to check the area for new places and things like that. Okay, so all right, let me just grab. Where are you at? Where you be, mine? Oh, I know where you be at. Okay, so anyways, we got this book, the Lexica Botania, and basically, if you go through it, just all the italicized lines here, you need to, you know, go through page for page to kind of get you a head start. So, you know, like it takes a book and a sapling. It doesn't have to be an oak sapling; it can be any sapling, and you get a Lexica, which is this book that I'm using now. And it tells you everything you need to know about Botania. Okay, so if we go back and around the world, you may have stumbled upon a large variety of mystical flowers. Spotting these doesn't take much work. Of course, I mean, you look everywhere, and pretty much all the really colorful flowers are ones that you can use in this mod. But yeah, anyways, in doing so, you have to make this nice little petal apricothy, apricary. I have no idea. It looks like a small little like altar thing. I don't know, but you need that to build. The first thing that you need is this pure daisy, and with that pure daisy, I'll show you in just a second. Let me just go sleep. Okay, with the pure daisy, if you take simple things like wood or stone, let me see if I have some stone right here. Okay, and you're supposed to do this to start. Now, this pure daisy transforms these blocks, and we're just gonna sit here and watch it do the transformation. And while we're doing that, I'm going to pull the book open here, and I'm going to go through some of the other stuff with you. So with each one of these flowers that you get, like these little petals, and this is what they look like right here. So if you just take like a flower, like I'll take this one right here, put it in here, and you get 2 petals. It's pretty simple. And then these petals, what you do is you combine them in here to get, like, let's say the first flower you're going to have to make. But give it a second. Let's let this do its thing. Should be almost done. There we go. That's the wood portion. Now the stone, because it came a little bit later. And there you go. You got living rock and living wood. And so with the wood, of course, you just chop it down like you would normal wood. And rock, you would... Wait, where's my tool? Did I put that up too? I don't remember putting that up, but I don't have it on me, which is really awkward. There it is. Ooh. You just mine that right there, and you can keep doing that. This flower never runs out of, of its purpose. So I have a little bit of living wood and quite a bit of living rock. Okay, so what you do is with that living rock, you have to make one of these mana pools. But the first one that you make looks like this. It's a diluted mana pool. You know, and anyways, so with that being said, you take this, you have to build 2 of these mana pools to begin with, because the first one you get, the one that looks like this blue color here, you'll take the other one that you make and you'll drop it into the diluted one, and that is only to make the mana pool, the non-diluted one. See how the name here is diluted? You don't want that one. That you can't do anything with it except for make this. So that's the only purpose that this diluted one has. Now, how you get mana into this is by these day blooms. This is your first thing. You do the day bloom, you have to make day blooms, and then you have to make these mana spreaders. Now the mana spreaders takes the mana from these flowers and then shoots it over here to this, as you see. And I have another one over here collecting it from these 4 right here. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to build, how to make your first flower. Well, outside of this guy, the pure daisy, which you just need to look it up. Okay, so you're going to need 2 yellow, 1 orange, and 1 light blue, just like that. Oh, and you're also going to need vanilla seed. So what you're going to do is you're going to take 2, 4. So you've got those 4 in there, and then you just do that. With your vanilla seed, you throw that in there, and then there you go. And then you're good. I mean, it doesn't really get much easier than that, I believe. Now, you're supposed to put them exactly one. As you see, there's one area per that like doesn't have anything. So like right there would be good. Now see, if I click on this, it says unknown status. Now when it's unknown status, it's not performing. Now you see on here, it doesn't have any of the mana stored in any of these flowers, and that's because it's all being pulled up here and then down into this. So you need to go right click on this with your wand, this wand of the forest, which you actually create with this living wood. So you take this living wood right here, you come over here. Oh, we weren't supposed to see that one yet. And then you take your living wood and you put it in like this, and you know how you get normal twigs or sticks? Same thing, but you need to make, I think, 3 of them. I can't remember. Let me actually take a look here. I'll get into that later. And you can also grow these flowers with this floral fertilizer. If you don't have enough in your area. I usually just go comb the areas around. So here, Wand of the Forest. The general multi-use tool for a botanist is the Wand of the Forest. This wand, made by effectively strapping a pair of mystical petals of any color to a few living wood twigs is required for a good amount of tasks. So the wand can be bound to a mana spreaders by shift right clicking them, and unbound via the same way. If the wand isn't bound to anything, shift right click a block allows it to be rotated around the axis of the side it's clicked on. For example, clicking on the top of the chest rotates it around. Most blocks which can be rotated should work. So it doesn't matter which petals you use as long as you have 3 twigs and then 2 of these petals on both sides. In this way, you can actually do it that way too. And that's it. And then with that, what you're going to do is you take your wand and you shift click it, and see now I can move it down here. See now it's pulling mana directly, or pushing it into this day bloom. Has no reason to. But now I'm going to take this and I'm going to go shift right click on that, and now it shoots all that mana into this like it should. Now what you're going to have to do to click off of it so you don't mess up where this thing is going, you just shift right click it again, and then it stays the course, and then you can, like, say if you have another mana spreader, you can shift right click that, point that to a specific direction. As you see, you have no idea, you don't need to do that. Obviously you need to right click it and then shift right click the mana pool. So that's where you're trying to get all the mana. So hopefully this thing right here, and you shift right click it again one more time just to make sure you click off of it. This allows for these things to build up and send the energy from here to there. So these 4 are pretty much powered by this, while these are all powered by, like, all of these ones, all the mana's in there. See the green? And the green goes into here. But yeah, alright, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, and you can look up your flowers. I have these nightshade in here for if I choose to be up at night, these will still be pulling out energy and pushing it into here. So it's really cool, and you still need to know that. Okay, so what we're working on now, which is a little bit ahead of what you're going to be doing, if you get enough mana, once you get enough mana, you drop a diamond into the pool over there, or an ender pearl. If you have many ender pearls, drop one of those in there instead if you'd rather. I had plenty of ender pearls, but not until I just went on that trip and got a few out of chests. But now, with the living rock, I can make this runic altar, which I just did. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that runic altar and I'm going to put it right there. And now that this is here, what I can start to do is I can start making items with this. So, really cool stuff. I don't really know what all the squiggly little boxes are, but I know if you just drop things onto this, this is how you make runes. Okay, so we're gonna go see that now. Let me go ahead and go inside and sleep for you real quick, and we'll keep going. This is gonna be like, I think, like more of a one-cut type movie or video. So I'm trying to pack all this stuff in as quickly as I can, and we'll probably do another few episodes on this. Now, let's see. Do I have any more glass? No. Okay, let me get more glass. I was gonna say, what? Okay, so we're gonna get some glass. Now while we're doing that, now there is something really cool that I saw that I want to build right away. And let's see if we can go ahead and do that. Okay, so the Rune Creation is a rather important complex in the advancement of the botanical magics. First and foremost, though, this type of crafting requires a decent knowledge of mana manipulation. Before proceeding further, a read through the important entries, those in italics, on that section of Lexica Botania might prove enlightenment. Now, I did a little bit of that. I also had a little bit of help in my stream, so I was able to kind of understand a lot of this stuff. Runes are extremely important components of complex magical devices or flora. In order to create these, one would require a runic altar. To utilize this runic altar, start by placing via either a right click or simply tossing the components to the rune you want to create. Proceed by linking a mana spreader to the altar and right click it with a wand of the forest. It should be apparent when the altar has received enough mana. When that happens, just drop a piece of living rock on top of it and use the wand to collect your rune. So we did the either a mana diamond or mana pearl, which we just did the diamond, and we got the runic altar. A total of 16 runes exist. The most basic and elementary runes are named after the 4 elements. The intermediate runes are named after the 4 seasons. And the most advanced runes are named after the 7 deadly sins. A separate rune of mana also exists. Sneaking and right-clicking the runic altar will, with an empty hand while it's not accepting mana, will remove the last item pulled or put into it. Last but not least, attaching a comparator to it will emit signal strength 1 if the altar is accepting mana, and signal strength of 2 if it's ready to craft the rune. So you put all these things in to get a rune of water: fishing rod, sugarcane, bone meal, and 3 mana steel ingots. So we could try that. Same with this. Wow, that takes a lot of mana steel. And a mana pearl. That's the rune of mana. That's the big boy. Rune of lust. Interesting. Okay, so moving on along, because I don't know any more than you guys do. Now, with the mana steel, you can actually create, and that you take a regular iron ingot and you throw it into the mana pool here, and you get some really cool stuff. Okay, it's not really going up a whole lot more. We got to be very careful on what we do, because we're probably only going to be able to build one thing left in this video. So what I was thinking of doing is, there's a ring that you can get that actually helps pull things around. Also, yeah, I would say you get the ring would be probably the best thing for me right now. There's also this horn that looks really cool too. But let's see what we can do here. Let's see. Ring of the magnetization. Okay, so you got this mana lens, iron ingot, and a gold ingot. Oh, so that takes 4 mana steel ingots with a glass pane. Along with another 4. We can't do that. I mean, I guess we could. I don't think we have the stuff for it. So how about we do this? We're gonna just throw in a few iron ingots, see what comes out, right? That sounds legit, right? 1, 2. Okay, if we can get... There we go. Okay, I guess we have enough. So maybe we can go ahead and do this ring now. I honestly did not think we would have enough, but we do. Alright, so what I'm going to do is come over here, make some glass panes. Okay, mana lens created. Okay, so we need to put this up here, one of these, and a gold one right here. So then we have that. Put this in the corner. And then there we go. Ring of magnetization. Wow, I'm struggling. Okay, so we're going to hit this thing right here. Boom. Now, supposedly, see? Nice. So now, like, I can guess if I'm mining an ore or doing something like that, everything will just come right to me. It's pretty cool, you know? So that's one of the items that this mod makes. There's also, let's see here, if I can pull it up here. Let's see. Drum of the Wild. Okay. So, in layman's terms, the percussion counterpart of the Horn of the Wild. Well, we want the Horn of the Wild, actually. Okay, so we need a pasture seed. And how you do a pasture seed is you're going to need at least a couple of iron ingots. Of course, do I have any iron? Yes. Boom. Let's go ahead and make some. Luckily, I have all this stuff for you guys. It's a miracle. I have no idea. Okay. Need to make some shears. Boom. Okay. Got some grass. We're going to throw that. Yeah. Okay, let me turn off that ring. Press B to open the Babel's menu. Okay. Alright, we're going to just throw that in there. Got the pasteurized seeds. Okay, we have the living wood. Alright, what am I doing wrong here? Oh. Because I can't look at a dang book. And there we go. Horn of the Wild. Alright, guys. Oh yeah, see? Now look. Now I'm going to put my little ring on here. And just grab everything. So that was pretty cool, right? So we've got this horn, and now I'm going to go to sleep real quick and show you one last thing. Just to kind of give you an idea. When you're out, you know, either clearing a big wheat field or doing whatever, now you just come out here with this. You find an area with a bunch of flowers, and you just do this. That's it. And you walk around the area. And you just collect your flowers. Really cool, huh? Alright guys, well that's all the time I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And you learned something new about Botania. And we'll definitely get more into that in the next few episodes, hopefully. I will see you guys next time. It looks like I wasn't even able to carry everything. It's like following me. But yeah guys, I will see you then. Bye.